There are several films on Disney+, both new and old, that viewers of all ages may enjoy. Disney has grown to now encompass, among other things, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the Star Wars series, National Geographic, and ESPN. This enables a very broad choice of information for several viewers. While certain Disney Plus films, such as Encanto, have enjoyed tremendous success, others either don't get the credit they deserve or are subjected to harsh criticism. Some people are simply mostly overlooked. Disney Plus presents movies that, due to their numerous underappreciated merits, merit a wider audience. Anyone passing through a store in 2014 would have most certainly heard a youngster singing, "Let It Go," which is one of the most popular Disney films, if not the most popular Disney movie, ever. The sequel, which debuted in November 2019, did not, however, get the same acclaim. In Frozen 2, Elsa, Anna, and their companions venture into the unknown in an effort to unearth the mysteries of their history. The soundtrack for Frozen 2 is fantastic and easily surpasses that of the first film. The characters in the follow-up are considerably more developed. The tale of sisterly love and the extent some people would go to for their family is heartwarming, and the animation in the sequel is far better than that in the first. The same characters from the first Frozen will be present, along with a fantastic score and even better animation, for fans of the film. The live-action film Jungle Cruise, which debuted in July 2021, is an entertaining, action-packed movie with many gags and allusions to the ride. It is based on the legendary Disneyland attraction of the same name. Disney ride-inspired movies have a mixed history, but this one is a success. Jungle Cruise was able to tell a compelling tale while including many elements of the iconic ride that fans would instantly recognize. Captain Frank Wolf, played by Dwayne Johnson, makes some of the well-known Jungle Cruise captain jokes. Dr. Lily Houghton, a scientist who revolutionized the world in 1916 by donning trousers, is portrayed by Emily Blunt. Two sea creatures who dwell on land in Italy are the subject of the June 2018 Disney Plus original film Luca, which tells the tale of their struggle to acquire funds for a Vespa. Alberto and Giulia, two of Luca's pals, are also featured in the film. The animation is done in a more straightforward manner and has a vintage feel that many Disney fans miss. Luca is a lovely coming-of-age tale about a little kid who longs for more than his humble existence beneath the water can offer. The Little Mermaid's plot is closely followed at first in the film, then it diverges to tell a tale of growing up, friendship, and independence. In the June 1998 film Mulan, a lady claiming to be a male goes to battle in place of her sick father to save his life. When compared to Disney films like Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty, Mulan seems to have been forgotten. Mulan, though, is the princess that young girls should aspire to be like. Beginning their training as little, clumsy, and weak, Mulan and her counterparts soon find their strength and develop into a well-oiled machine. Although Mulan eventually finds love, the story's main concern is Mulan's development into a strong, independent, and compassionate young lady. Another film that was impacted by the COVID-19 epidemic was Onward, which had its debut in March 2020. This movie didn't get the attention or accolades it deserved since it opened in theaters only days before the end of the world. In the movie Onward, two brothers named Ian and Barley set out on a mystical mission to bring their father back to life for a day. This charming film clearly emphasizes the bond between brothers. Despite their arguments and fights, their love for one another results in a really touching and heartfelt conclusion. It is heartbreaking, particularly for people who have lost their parents. When the COVID-19 epidemic was still keeping most people indoors in March 2021, Raya and the Last Dragon had their theatrical debut. It narrates the tale of a girl who tries to preserve the Kumandra planet and bring the dragons back who gave their lives to save humanity. A dragon named Sisu is one of the allies that the powerful female protagonist Raya makes to aid her in her travels. The animation in this film, which draws inspiration from Southeast Asia, is stunning. In addition, there is the tuk-tuk, a cute creature that children can like. The lovely and entertaining film Raya and the Last Dragon deserves more acclaim than it has received. Before his soul is severed from his body, a man is ready to have his big break as a jazz musician in the movie Soul, which debuted in December 2020. He discovers what is really essential in life while traveling back. Audiences appear to have forgotten about this movie. It includes an all-star ensemble, including Jamie Foxx and Tina Fey, plus gorgeous animation and colors. It's hard to promote Soul as a family movie because it lacks any catchy tunes or Olaf-like characters that kids would love. However, it could be quite helpful for anyone who feels lost or as like their aspirations are slipping away. In the movie Tarzan, which debuted in June 1999, a newborn is taken in by gorillas and raised to be one of them. He meets Jane, a little girl exploring the forest with her father, and the two of them impart knowledge about their different cultures to one another. Phil Collins, the main vocalist of the band Genesis, composed the complete Tarzan soundtrack, which is perhaps the finest Disney soundtrack of all time. This album stands out from other soundtracks thanks to songs like You'll Be in My Heart and Strangers Like Me. This Disney classic is sometimes overlooked, but the music alone should elevate it to the top of the list. Turning Red, which debuted in March 2022, received criticism for being offensive and unrelatable. This Disney film, however, will be the most relevant to young women in recent memory, according to several of them. The majority of young ladies who were exposed to acts like the Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, or One Direction during their formative years would be able to identify with May and her friends' fascination with 4 Town. The females behave just like fangirls have in the past while talking about their preferred boy bands or even other franchises. Freya frequently poses as a vampire and seems to be fixated on anything that appears to be a reference to the Twilight franchise. One of the most relevant films for that audience group and one that makes for fantastic discourse is Turning Red. The 2016 film Zootopia centers around Nick Wilde, a fox who wishes to run away from the law, and Judy Hopps, a bunny policewoman. Eventually, the two become close friends. After Judy completes the police academy, predatory animals start to vanish. In their quest to discover why, Judy and Nick come upon a plan to eradicate all predators. This film explores racial, gender, and conspiracy themes via the use of animals. This film is both adorable, humorous, and relatable. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button so I can feel all mushy inside. Also, click the subscribe button while you are there, and then since you are on such a clicking roll, why not click on another awesome video that is already loaded up right here. You don't even have to watch it, just let the video play at 1% while you eat your sushi or something.